welcome to my channel. My name is Mei Ling, and today I'm going to be sharing with you the 5 steps that I took to declutter 80% of my wardrobe. So if you want to find out how you can too, just give me a call. Just give me a call. Just keep watching. So the first step of this process is going to be a mindset change. So this process is not meant to be a one-time declutter just so that we can put a bunch of new clothes in our closet. I'm going to give you the tools today to help you maintain a smaller closet. And one of the ways that we can do this is by identifying some motivations for us. So for me, some of my motivations were I couldn't find outfits to put together in the morning simply because I just had too many clothes to go through. I had clothes hanging up and clothes on the ground, and it was just a lot to deal with. And another one of my motivations is I'm going to be moving out of this apartment in a year, and I didn't want to have to take so many clothes with me on the move. And I also am trying to be more eco-friendly and shift my lifestyle more towards minimalism. So just identify those motivations for yourself before we get started, and this is going to be your step 1. So step number 2 is going to be to put all of your clothes on your bed. And this is meant to be very overwhelming. So I did this. It was super overwhelming to see this huge mountain of clothes that was literally blocking out the sunlight in my room. I have a picture here to show you. And this is taken from the Marie Kondo Konmari method of organizing. So if you don't know who Marie Kondo is, I highly recommend you look her up. She's a magician at organizing things. So that's going to be the second step. And believe me, you're going to want to make a lifestyle change after you see how many clothes you have. So step number 3 is going to be to choose a specific number of clothes to keep. And just stick with me here. I know that it sounds crazy, but at the end you'll see why it's so important to do this step. So after I looked at the pile of clothes I had, I decided to keep 40 items of clothes. So these 40 items included my pants, shirts, jackets, and dresses. And I have a lot of activewear, so I chose to keep 20 items of activewear. So just do this for yourself. It might be different for everyone, but just pick a specific number. Maybe you want to keep 60 items, maybe you want to keep 30, but keep that number in your head throughout this process. So the 4th step in this process is going to be to make a yes pile and make a no pile. There's going to be no maybe pile in this. And I know it might work for some people, but maybe piles do not work for me, because it leaves too much ambiguity in it. So yes pile, no pile. And if you're familiar with the KonMari method, Marie Kondo says to take an item of clothing, or just take an item, hold it to yourself and say, does this spark joy? And be completely honest with yourself. So I did this, but I added a little bit of an extra twist to it. I held it to myself and said, okay, does this spark joy? If no, put it in the no pile. If yes, I have one more step to go through. And it's, do I wear this? And will I wear this? And this is the part that you have to be really honest with yourself. And it can be hard because there are some sentimental items that maybe you don't wear, but you still have that kind of connection with. This is going to be kind of difficult, but go through this process and really think hard about it. Will I wear this, or is this something of value to me that I see being valuable being in my closet? So I have about 2 sentimental items that I have kept that I don't necessarily wear a lot, but I decided that it was valuable to me and it does spark joy. Something that doesn't spark joy is maybe you have a shirt from your uncle that he gave you back in 2012 of a race car, you know, so that's something that you can look at and say, I just need to let this go. So now for the 5th and final step, this is going to be decluttering your yes pile. So hopefully you have that number back from step 3 and you've been keeping that in mind as you've been going through your clothes. And I want you to evaluate your yes pile. So take every single item of clothing and count it. Say your number that you chose back in step 3 was to keep 60 items of clothing, and you end up counting 75 items. Well, I want you to go back through those items and really evaluate exactly what you want to keep. Say you have 4 pairs of light wash denim jeans, which is exactly what happened to me. I had to go through them and say, okay, I don't need 4 pairs of practically the same jean. And I ended up keeping only 1 of them. and it cut down the numbers of what I was keeping by a lot. So even if you reach your goal of 60 clothing items, just go through them and go through and really try to reduce down as much as possible. So I know I said that there's only 5 steps, but I'm going to give you a little bit of a bonus step of just to maintain all the hard work that you just did. And I decluttered about 80% of my whole wardrobe, which is insane for me. And I know that if I can do it, you definitely can too. I have a couple of ideas for upcoming videos. I want to show you what to do with that no pile of clothes, not just throw them away. So I hope that you don't just throw away all those clothes. There's definitely things that you can do, donations. I want to try to do some maybe like Poshmark, where I can make a little bit of money and just take you guys through that process of how to do that. And I also kind of want to make a video about my capsule wardrobe. So I've been trying the spring summer capsule wardrobe out for a while now, and it's been really awesome and cool. So I think maybe you guys would like to see that. If you would like to see that, please subscribe and hit that like button so I know to make more videos like this. And yeah, I really hope that you guys have a great day and are staying healthy and safe. And let me know if you try out this method. It's definitely really intense, but it's definitely very effective. So I hope you guys have a good one. See you later.